Okie dokie karaoke.
Oh, I need to retweet.
Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, where Two Guns thought it was a good idea to leave just as we went live. I'm now being controlled by Keemstar. Maybe we'll get more views.
Well, damn it! And I thought we were going to make it to episode 50.
I know, right? He overheard us a few weeks back making fun of him, and he's been a bit busy, but he still put us on the list.
Surely he's got better people making fun of him than us.
Ethan, but I think Ethan's about to lose his channel. I overheard that.
Which Ethan?
H3.
Oh,
yeah, something to do with they got 2 strikes.
Okay, I have a question on that. I've noticed every single time I've heard anybody refer to them, they always say H3, and why does nobody acknowledge the obvious fact that it's supposed to say represent he? Why does nobody call it he production?
Because it's not funny.
Why not call it? It has its moments.
Zing.
What about hee-haw?
Zing. Okay, you know what? That is an excellent point. I concede.
I can take it or leave it.
Hey, he's back.
Don't mind us. We're just having an internal debate, because we are obviously the same person still.
Mm-hmm.
You leaving kind of fucked up the camera, so you know.
Wait, what do you mean? I didn't actually leave a call though.
Well, for some reason, did you turn off the? Did
No,
someone
I didn't.
Turn off the? Are they?
I don't think
Are
so.
you watching?
My camera's been on since I turned it on.
No, did you? Are you guys
He may not
watching?
have. Hold on. He may not have done the share until just now, I think.
I was watching the share before we started.
Oh, okay. I don't know then.
Magicus?
I never changed it. Once I joined, I was fine.
Unless I'm looking
Don't put this on me. I had nothing to do with it.
Crendida?
Nope. Must have been a glitch, I guess, because I've had it on for at least a few minutes.
It can't be Krendar's fault because it wasn't my fault.
Exactly.
That's using your noodle.
I already, through my Magicus voice, said it wasn't me.
Well, let's do this. I've want to welcome us back to an episode that was almost just going to be one guest, and we got Two Guns, and then Jarl Magicus of the Merfolk Hold showed up.
I
Of
see
White
my title changed.
Nice to meet you, Jarl.
Yeah, well, you are drinking mead.
It's true.
This is true. Yeah, send them some donations so that we can get this going. This shit's really strong.
Holy shit! Everybody can become
I'll
me Jarl
drink
by
with
drinking
you.
me.
Chop,
That's
chop.
a good deal.
Yeah. All right. What do you want to set this to? How far do we want to get with this?
I don't want you to end up on the floor, but at the same time, I also want to
Fair.
exploit you for my monetary gains.
Yes,
So,
How about 20?
Is my camera still broken? I could.
no,
shut it off.
it's fine now. It's fine now. Don't
Okay.
touch it because then it'll be fucked
I
up
won't.
again.
Are you sure? I'll touch it. I'll touch it. You really want me to? You want me to? I'll touch
There
it
we
right
go.
now. I'll do it.
I got
I'm
something-
about to flip my camera closed, but the feed will still be going, so it shouldn't fuck with you at all.
Yes.
I'm just stepping away for a
No,
second.
that works fine.
He doesn't want us to see the leggies.
No, he's wearing fishnets and high heels.
Fish knife.
Fish
He's wearing
knife.
fish knife.
Good old fish knives. Yeah. So
It's
we are
true.
Can you
joined
imagine
by.
that fishnet stockings, but instead of being fabric, it's just interlocked knives.
It's like chainmail. Very expensive
Very,
and very uncomfortable
right.
and dangerous.
That's how we can make fishnets even more goth. Make them out of knives.
We'll take a hit of this for like every $15, but we'll start one for free. So
You could say the rest will cost you. The first one's
Yeah.
free.
yeah, there you go.
Hey kids, first one's free.
You want to be cool, don't you? Like all those celebrities and rock stars. What would you do?
I remember those. Classic.
So good.
Before we begin, I have an announcement to make in relation to an idea I've been tossing around with. Well, I'll go on full screen and on the. Yep, my bad. Just camera. I'm also quite tired today, so there's gonna be a lot of glitching and fucking about.
Wait, just this time? Like
just
never
this
any
time.
More
other
than
time?
usual.
It's also making me a grouchy little asshole, so good thing I'm not drinking. And unfortunately, my name isn't Oscar.
All right, so it's a good episode to be talking about the My Pillow guy. Then excellent.
Oh,
well,
man,
actually, his is pretty funny.
I hope so. I spent 2 days watching that thing. It was fucking glorious.
Then you won't be shocked that I'm focusing on one key moment. Let's just say he wasn't expecting it.
There were so many good moments during it, but I think I know which one you're talking about. But yeah, let's see.
So first things first, I just want to say I've been pondering around this idea for a second podcast for a while now, and it's one that I've been thinking of doing in a different format, more like an older school podcast where it's not on camera. Think more like the official podcast or Geek Juice or 1201 Productions, that sort of thing.
2 Guns No Ammo.
2 Guns No Ammo. That would be another unfortunate one. Yeah. Unfortunately, we'd be compared to that.
It's the podcast for people with poor taste in podcasts and people.
Mm-hmm. But what my friend Elf King, who has been on this show a few times and is well known among the community, and I have talked, and we have agreed that once they sort stuff out on their own time, we are going to do a retrospective series. It's going to be a short run thing, and it's going to be on Berserk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I like Dark Souls.
Yeah. We'll mention that because the very first episode has to explain to the noobs wandering in just what the fuck is Berserk. So once that's sorted, I'll give you guys a date. It's going to be before the end of the year, I can tell you that much. And it will be a short run thing, and hopefully it'll be the start of something, because when that's done, and if you guys like it, it'll also be pre-recorded as well. That's another key thing. It won't be live. But when we're done with it, we'll probably do the original, what was that called? The Age ofs, the original anime back in the day. We'll probably start off with that one, but we're also going to be looking at like the history of the manga, how it influenced things. We might talk about those spin-offs, those terrible CGI ones, and maybe even look at the games. But that's all down the line. Just thought you guys know in the future you're going to get another podcast from me.
By the way, Lev, John Morgan says that your audio is out of sync with your video, so you might want to turn your camera off and back on for a second.
Yeah, let me just sort that out now. Bitter Ramblings. There we go. That should have sorted it.
Do we know what's going to happen with the future of Berserk at this point yet, or?
Honestly, I haven't looked into it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just taken up and like remade from scratch again. But as for the actual manga, I don't think they are planning to continue it. I hate to say, which is a fucking tragedy if that's the case, because it's not finished yet, is it?
No, it's not. That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
They also make like a Dynasty Warriors style Berserk game.
They did. That's one of the games. I think that's the only game I'm aware of. Although I think they also did a Fist of the North Star knockoff one. The guys who made the Fist of the North Star video game, I think they tried to also make a Berserk game. I don't know how that lasted. But yeah. How you guys doing then? How you all doing? Doing good?
Yeah, how's you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Are you doing good?
I got a little tipsy from drunken peasants last night, but
yeah,
right here. I'm right here with you.
I saw that. I haven't finished watching the whole thing, but I watched like half of it last night.
Yeah, I fell asleep during it. I have a vodka drink, so I'm joining you.
We played some Quiplash with Billy's nephew afterwards. That was fun.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So yeah, on my end, I don't really have much. Next week I might have to cancel Wasted Wednesday. I've got a friend coming over. But on the plus side, we are going to be walking up to Shimor Inn, so I might get a travel video out of it. Either way, it's a nice change of pace. Enjoy the last few days of summer before the rain hits and we all drown. So,
Rip.
Rip. LED.
Make sure you don't turn into that one guy where you start filming content out of dates and stuff too. Was that
you mean Skippy? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
don't become Skippy. That's
God,
that
the
guy-
worst thing.
a sad human?
What's this?
Skippy something or other.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
is
this.
that homeless dude who's always chasing after Zoomer girls?
That's Lucas Warner.
No, that's
It
Lucas.
That's Lucas
seems like
Warner.
it sometimes. Yeah.
Skippy's the one who goes on those cringy fucking dates, right?
Yeah.
right, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right,
the
right.
difference is that Skippy's actually getting dates and Lucas isn't.
Yeah.
Yo, he gets more dates than me. You know, I've gotten pussy, but I don't get as many dates as he does. So
What's
what's that say?
They cringe.
What that says is that he's constantly failing with a multitude of different women.
He's failing at that point over
Would
and
it
over again.
be this dude?
We noticed, yeah,
The
like
guy.
he's getting all these dates, but you very rarely see him do second dates with the same person.
They kind of
Maybe once.
just use him for popularity, I think, so that look, I did a video with Skippy. Like, I
Is there a
have
lol cow?
no fucking interest in
Yeah.
him, but like, yeah, here's the video. Internet make me famous, I guess.
Yeah, they were making fun of this guy on DP for a little while, which is
Oh,
how
okay.
I've seen him.
Yeah, I've stopped watching DP on the regular. So I wouldn't
I've
recognize
kept it up.
Well, he had a series, or he showed up in what, like TLC, I think.
Mm.
So
Because
he's
the last
got
time we
some widespread attention from this.
He's a lol cow.
Yeah, I'm getting the vibe already. I can kind of see which way this wind is blowing.
caught up with Skippy, he was having pizza dates in his mother's basement, and then on another episode, he was showing up completely uninvited with Klondike bars in hand to some random woman.
And he also, I'm assuming he does work for
This wasn't-
Domino's.
Just to add to this, I've seen this bit before from somebody else's video. This isn't some random woman. This is a friend of his that he's been hitting on.
That's always a good thing to do. It's very smart of him to do.
Woman's house. He was
Oh,
begging
yeah.
this chick for a smooch.
Hey Deanna, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Product.
That was the first kiss we've ever shared.
He was going to say something else, wasn't he? Aww.
That was a kiss on her cheek. That was not shared.
Can't wait to watch this back and see if your eyes are terrified as I did that.
And Skippy actually
That
followed
may
me on
have
Twitter
been a
the other day,
crime
so you
right
know I had
there.
to hit our dude
Is that David Grohl?
It looks like him.
with that follow back. I've actually been in contact with
It
the
actually
guy
might have been him
recently to
meeting
see if
him
he wanted
somewhere,
to do
yeah.
some sort of
I think
interview on
my favorite
YouTube
one is
channel,
where
but he
he's on
actually
a
hasn't
date with
gotten back
somebody
to
and
me
then
yet.
they leave his date to go on a different date with somebody else.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, fuck it, hell. He is still getting
I
more
remember
dates
that.
than me, I gotta be honest with you.
And then he follows her and talks to her new date.
Yeah. The new guy is just like fucking Chad Chaddington. He's like, yeah, okay, bro. Sure, man. Whatever.
I feel like if he put
and
half as much
that-
energy into the date itself and just put the fucking camera down and just like maybe did a before and after video instead,
Holy shit.
he would
Oh, yeah.
he'd probably have so much more luck. Maybe not. I don't
Or
fucking
maybe
know.
just don't film your dates at all because it's
Yeah,
I
don't-
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
With a
When I say
beard.
before and after, I mean before and after the girls around. Period.
yeah.
Like if you
Leave her
want
off
to journal
the-
your dates, sure, but after the
Yeah,
fact,
as was suggested earlier, if the women weren't going to be on camera at all, that might be the only thing getting them there in the first place.
yeah, seriously.
That's true.
The closest thing I'd go even close to that would be maybe at the start of the date we'd have like pose for like a fucking selfie that I would show maybe the next day if the date went well, and if not, then I'd probably delete it because it would be a little bit awkward. And I might not even say it's a date on the title. I'd just be like, "We're going out to see I don't know a movie, whatever the movie of the week is," and then.
If Skippy deleted things because they're a little bit awkward, he would never post a video at all.
That's true.
Well, at least he's
You wouldn't know.
consistent.
You wouldn't know about him.
Via Tinder.
That's right.
Tinder.
We'd probably be better
You
off.
want to explain Tinder?
Okay, that voice does not
You know
fit
this
that
chick is
beard.
just
I
standing
know,
there.
right? She sounded like she was a nurse trying to help him. You know, like that's
Even
good.
got crutches, just in case.
Tinder.
As much as that beard is helping his look, it does not fit his personality at all.
They're reevaluating her entire life up until this point. Obviously,
That poor woman. So he didn't. You know, something I've been doing. I have been telling like anyone I've met on a dating app that I do have a channel, and if they want, they can. Oh God, look at those teeth! And if they want to see me whenever I'm not getting shit faced or like gaming, unless I know they also like gaming, like here's the link to the channel. Help themselves out, and there have been women in the chat of our live streams or podcasts that I've met on dating apps, and like they've had their opinions, and mostly it's been positive. I wouldn't actively include them on a date and then upload it as content.
No.
It's kind of it's violating their their personal space for starters, and second, what's the goal? Is he trying to impress them?
Maybe. I think the only way you get away with it is if both people on the date are streamers, right? Or something
Maybe
something
it's like
adjacent,
and she
right?
shows up in a
And then, like,
full gimp bodysuit.
Well, whatever. But like, you know, that could be agreed upon as part of the date. But like, I'm also trying to like have some privacy with you, like have a conversation. Like, I'm not trying to talk to randos on the internet while I'm getting to know you on a date. It's a conflict of interest, and it seems like he's continuing to market his inceldom, his virginity, right? Which isn't a bad idea in and of itself. It's your thing. It's, you know, gotten him some clout of some description, right? But if you actually care about solving the problem, maybe you need to look at, you know, I haven't gone on a date in a long ass time. I know why. I know how to fix it. I just haven't. I don't think he knows how to fix it.
No, he doesn't. Absolutely not. Also, to add to what you were saying, like, I feel like if I was going to go on a date with somebody who was filming the whole thing or streaming the whole thing, I would be sitting here wondering, like, are you trying to get me to like me or your audience? Like, are you trying to impress the audience or me? Because it doesn't feel like you can do both at once, right?
Oh, yeah, see, I kind of see them as mutually exclusive goals. Like, you can either market your content or you can, you know, try to form a relationship with a person. You can't do both of those things at the same time.
Trying to form a relationship is essentially trying to market yourself in a way, and that does not work with trying to market the date itself to your audience.
I'm guessing this is from the show.
Really get to the bottom of this
clip here because it looks like
show?
He said he was on a show, and some of the clips.
Yeah, I believe he was on I think a TLC show at one point.
What does his shirt say about virginity?
Virginity.
Hard, so we can really get to the bottom of this
rocks,
situation.
I think.
But I want to thank you guys for watching.
Actually, it probably says rocks because he's like one of those weird fundies that's like not until marriage.
Yeah, that's his main problem.
Was he like a Protestant or something?
I don't remember.
He's one of those subgroups of Christianity that's especially crazy.
He seems more uncomfortable in his skin than Lucas Werner does.
Oh yeah.
So
Lucas Werner seems very comfortable in his skin. It's just that other people aren't comfortable near him,
and that makes him very uncomfortable because he doesn't understand why. He hasn't put 2 and 2 together yet.
There have been, I mean, like, it's definitely, I mean, the reason why I think that his fundiness is the actual problem is that there have been these videos that I've seen on DP and elsewhere where there have been girls dropping, like, I'm bad at hints, okay? I'm bad at it. I'm a dumb lizard brain man. Like, I'm not good necessarily at taking hints. I was picking up hints very clearly that several of these girls were willing to solve his virginity problem that night. Yeah. And he was like, not till marriage. It was like, oh, and they're like, okay, you're fucking lost in their expression. And like, and they're right. Yep. Like,
I mean,
stop it.
It's a kink for some people. It's like, oh, I'm gonna take your virginity. So
sure, but I mean, like, I feel like if he just sucked it up and got laid, then he would have more confidence to actually go into an actual relationship.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, this looks very sad.
Yeah.
First time in their 2-year online-based relationship, which is astonishing to me that anyone could go 2 years of talking to someone without ever seeing them face to face and not get bored. Just anyone that could do that is a much more patient
That
person.
I can't. These days, I can't even like talk to someone. I mean, the lockdown itself kind of made it harder to meet up with someone IRL. But now that the lockdown's over, I'm finding fewer and fewer excuses to talk to someone who's been goading me on for like a year or like 6 months. And I'm like, come on, for God's sake, we've known each other for months now, and at this point, do you want to meet up or not? Like, oh, I'm just a bit shy. And I'm like, well, that's fair enough, but I'm going to go over here now.
My buddy,
there has to be a point where you have to be willing to fucking go and meet someone if you want to have something work. Like,
I've gone on holidays in other countries. I've gone on holidays to other countries and gone on dates there with people I've barely talked to. I've taken out shots, public places. I knew how to get home, but I was still a little bit nervous. You're always nervous meeting someone for the first time, but you just get over it, and you put your best foot forward. And if not, then it's not.
Exactly. My buddy goes on a lot. Well, he's been seeing someone steady for a few weeks now, but when he's not seeing somebody, he goes on many dates via Tinder and other apps. And he was talking to me about it because all I get are fucking catfish and spam bots on spam bots on those apps. You know what I mean? And like dead profiles and land whales. And I'm like, nope, none of this isn't working. Doing it for years. It's not worth my time anymore. But he has a lot of, now granted, he's a fucking Adonis. He's very good looking. I'm pretty sure 60% of his daily energy goes into having sex. So, he was telling me that it's basically like, shut up, John. He was telling me that basically like, you have the window's about 2 weeks tops for someone when you first meet them online. If they're, it's obviously different between like streamers and whatever, but like on a dating app, it seems to be for him roughly 2 weeks. If they're not down to go get a coffee or something in that span, it's probably never going to happen.
It's different over here in Ireland.
I think that's been my experience. I agree with that.
But in the States, oh my God, it's so, like, you guys are, credit where it's due, you guys know what you want straight away. You don't play this coy, awkward sort of, do you see myself, do you see me? I mean, obviously
yes,
everyone's different.
Yes, we do, unless both people immediately are clear with each other in those unclear ways that I'm bad at, that they're interested in each other. No, they absolutely do play that game. I think you're just a fucking pussy slayer, sir, and fuck you for it. How about that?
I am a regional slayer. I do well in the regional tournaments. Too bad it's the North American tournaments, and I do very poorly in the European tournaments.
It's a shame that that's where you live. Right? But I have to say, before anything changes here, and we're still on this particular screen, the way this particular sentence is phrased just feels like a big warning sign of desperation.
Yeah, this is a red flag.
Keyword love. Oh.
Yeah. You can talk about loving things that you like in these early stages, but you don't throw that at the other person.
Oh, that's...
How can you love somebody when you don't know fucking anything about them? Like,
yeah.
Well, they might know some things about them from talking online, but if you haven't met yet, you don't know enough.
Well, you could insert 2 words, several combinations of 2 words in the middle of that sentence that would fix it, I think. I love your profile picture. I love your outfit. I love your dog. That
would be stuff you say as you like your opening gambit before you talk.
Yeah. But I don't know when that chat occurred,
let's hear for some context what how it probably won't help it at all, but
quickly I would get tired of some e-girl saying that she wishes she could see me and that she's gonna do this and that to me when she finally does. Next thing you know, I'm in Mexico waiting for her to take a flight. She never gets on the flight because she doesn't actually exist. And even if they do exist, that virtual talk is still cheap. When you finally see them in person, things are a lot different than when you were talking over the cell phone, as you'll soon find out in this video. It's him and this girl Kate. She's from Nebraska, he's from California. They met after he found her on the Instagram Explore page. He slid into her DMs, and the rest was really all history from there. Cute messages, FaceTimes, inside jokes. They basically know everything about one another after talking every day for the last couple of years. This guy even explains that he thinks he's in love with her, which to me is an insane thing to accomplish
Yeah, no, you can't. You can be infatuated with someone. You can have a crush with someone. You could even have some like really creepy, borderline stalker feelings for someone.
A
But
lot
yeah,
of people
not
don't
really
understand the
love.
difference between those
Yeah,
things.
All right, here's the key thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've always seen infatuation as all the trappings of love, but it's only on one side of the pairing.
Yeah.
The other person.
Here's the thing, Liv. Here's the thing, Liv. Infatuation takes too long to say, and I, as a creepy stalker, would just rather say love because it seems nicer. Okay.
Let's be honest. A lot
get
of
all
people,
the way off my back about it, maybe. Just saying.
A lot of people don't know that word, anyways. Period.
It's hard to spell. Like it's a bad. We need a better word for that. Otherwise, it's never going to stick.
Have you met Americans? I mean,
yeah, like literally half of our country is just completely stupid. So. And the other half isn't that much further away from that.
Those virtual feelings, they don't always translate in person. The chemistry, it doesn't always translate in person. In my opinion...
And do you know what else? While the friend zone isn't real, the vibes that people give do change over time as they get into basically a rut. And if you still haven't really adjusted to those ruts, like you can end up being completely and utterly like misreading the room. You know,
look, yeah, but you're starting to personally attack me. I'm very insulted. Okay,
exactly what he said though. The chemistry does not always translate in person is so true, which is why you don't make overly massive commitments before you've met a person.
Yeah, you know, walk in there with one foot ready to leave. You know, like you got to be prepared to take the L. You know what? If that's the case, you can still get a friend out of it. My friend coming over next week. We met on a dating app from here. We went out. We had a great night out, and at the end of it, we just were like, "I'm not feeling it, and me neither, but I'm really liking your company. We're great friends now. We're absolutely great friends."
That's awesome. Why it's really important. Like. Those first 2 weeks, you really do want to get that coffee or whatever, because it is different when you're in person. Like you pick up on a lot of shit that you're not necessarily going to know by just sending each other fucking text messages.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I met Shabisky a couple months ago. I had no idea his cock was so huge. I had no clue.
No. And sometimes it can go the other way around. Like maybe you're not sure about things online, but then you meet and it clicks.
Yeah.
Go either way.
Yep. Like at the end of the day, you have to make that effort after a while. Now, obviously, there's circumstances. For example, you could be very far away from someone, and it might not be easy to reach. Another good example would be you know, the COVID with the lockdown. It's next to impossible to meet people. Another one might be they might be out of a really bad relationship and are not really feeling it. Well, not feeling it, but like not 100% ready to dive in. Now, what you can do is you can give them that little extra time. They'll appreciate it. But after a while, you deserve to treat yourself to move on, because you can't pine for someone forever as well. Like eventually you're like, look, I know it's hard to get back out there, but you have to try, right?
Yeah, like at some point you have to just say like that if they're not willing to meet you halfway, it's on them. And you gotta fucking look out for yourself.
But always be lenient first. Yeah. Always give them, because for starters, it's a nice thing to do, especially if like they open up and they tell you something rather maybe horrible happened to them, or even just that they came out of a really shitty relationship, but that they.
Plus, maybe it won't take super long, and they will be good to go after a little break. You don't know.
Look, everyone is either terrified of being pushy, but it's more likely. I've always found that people just get complacent rather than getting pushy. So you do need to have a little bit of get up and go, a little bit of confidence. This is the core of the whole idea of confidence is sexy. It is, but here's a little trick: men find confidence sexy too among women. Like, I find a confident woman very attractive if she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
And again,
I don't want to mollycoddle my partner. Like, have some fucking figurative, please.
Be interesting.
If someone's going to ask me out, like, even if I wasn't really into them, if somebody, just the fact that they would approach me would just immediately be like, okay, you've just gained like a bajillion points, so I'm absolutely willing to see what's going on.
Even if nothing comes out of it, the fact that they made
it's all about that first impression.
And when you meet someone online, you really got to meet up within like 2 to 3 weeks. 2 years is just way too long of a wait. By that time, the relationship is really going to feel like that old expired milk left in grandma's refrigerator for too long. Start questioning what year it is. Like, grandma, this was from 2017. Are you excited when you first see it because you think you can make your little bowl of cereal? Of course, but then once you actually open it up and you take a big whiff, you see that
that is not how that hole was made.
He might be a little. He might be milking this metaphor a little too much.
No. Also, let's be honest. If that milk is 2 years old, You don't even need to get your nose near it. That's going to depressurize when you open it and jump out at you.
Years old and
Like, if that milk is 2 years old, it's not milk anymore. It's fucking yogurt.
It's gonna explode.
Stranger from across the country really ain't the easiest thing to accomplish. This ain't your typical local online Tinder meetup or anything. We're excited, but this is going to be absolutely terrible for you guys. Just a warning.
I would love to watch the raw footage of this because I feel like I'm stealing someone else's shit.
I think I've seen this before, and yeah, it's pretty fucking
get your faces
harsh.
Ready.
Oh God! Oh!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No!
Why would you jump?
Did he think it was cute? Did he think she'd respond in kind and they do it sort of like freeze frame?
And they could all break their legs?
Dun-dun-dun.
It's love!
Why would you... Dude.
Oh, fuck. No.
Dude.
And he was so unprepared for
nope.
not being caught by her or something that he ends up on the ground.
I got off a plane once and I had this girl waiting for me and she was so happy to see me that she rushed over to give me a hug and I thought, oh, this is really nice because it was a long flight. I didn't realize how strong she was and she lifted me off from my feet. And she like spun me around and I could almost hear my spine.
This is free because I fucking need this to get through this shit.
Me too. Here we go.
Let's get those 15s in and get it.
Yeah, Eddie, they'll do shots every
Jarl
time.
will mark it sloshed.
Yep.
We
need that number up.
Like.
All right,
this jump move is always a bad idea.
New Rice Gum Jr. over here. I mean,
you getting picked up and spun around?
He could have played it way more cool. I don't know.
Like if you were married already and you were coming home from a war theater.
That's a face to scream stat. It's like if you ever seen like a little baby bird or bunny that looks scared and it calls for its mother.
This face is, oh my God, I've completely fucked this up.
Yep.
I don't trust how his glasses are like, they're like safety glasses.
I would also just say like, probably hood up is not the way you want to meet someone.
That's weird too, yeah.
I get it looks a little gross out, but like when you see them put the hood down as you walk, you know.
I have it, and she really wants to show that she's not interested.
You're super pretty.
You're super short.
Ooh,
wow.
Also,
whoa, got him.
Also, hold on. Who meets their girlfriend for the first time wearing a hoodie in the first place anyway?
Yeah.
You couldn't dress up a tiny bit?
That's a debatable move.
Sure.
But I mean, yeah, that's the smarter choice, but you know, the right girl would forgive that.
I'd still make the effort, or even if she didn't care one way or another. I wouldn't expect her to.
My question is, how did they not trade heights in 2 years?
Yeah, I usually find out.
You're super short. What?
How tall do you think I was gonna be?
I don't know, like taller than me. Really short.
Oh my
She's
God,
like really dwelling on it too. Oh no!
A lot of women are obsessed with that. Actually.
Yeah, that is a big thing.
That gives birth to the whole sort of short.
My experience is most women tend to prefer people that are taller than them.
Yep.
Yeah, and I prefer women that are shorter than me, but I wouldn't say no.
But I know there's a whole trend of women who like the idea of having tiny boyfriends so they can kind of like push them up against the wall of their feet. Mm-hmm. But they are few and far between. Most want
18.
His whole ego, his whole confidence in the matter of seconds. They even try to measure up to one another. And I think she is a little bit taller. I think she edged him out on this one.
I mean, it's okay.
Maybe about an inch.
Right?
What's going on here?
What? You can work on height? No.
Just grab this.
Oh no, she's not even letting him hold her hand.
Oh, this is the most shit ever. I've
this
ever
is
seen
the point at which you salvage
at least he knows it's awkward.
To kind of hang out with him. They finally get some alone time away from Jackie's little brother. But this guy really just can't put the camera down. He's really not doing himself any favors. And her, on the other hand, she just can't get over the dude's height problem.
So
she's a dumb kid and he's a dumb kid. But the difference is now that in this day and age, dumb kids get recorded really easily. So
I would be a cringy lols cow if my adolescence were documented.
I'd be on hate crime groups because don't forget I was a literal skinhead.
Oh so, yeah! Oh no!
Yep.
Oh no! I can't say it'd be on a hate crime group. Maybe I doubt it
your
though.
personality, you know, like you're exactly what I expected,
Ooh.
except for like height wise, but that's okay.
Okay, again.
And so she's just dissing him while he continues to shower her with compliments.
I never thought I would just fucking walk away.
Like, I'm not into that, right? But you caught my eyes. That one Instagram post you had, remember?
Heartbroken. He even prepared this little song for her, a little Japanese jingle for his lady. But not
don't
even
give her the fucking song. She doesn't deserve it.
Hold it back.
I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
Look. Baby girl.
She just dissed you like 5 times. Don't give her the fucking song.
I still don't think that a song is, because remember, Krendar, when we were watching the pickup artist, the guy singing with the really creepy.
Oh yeah.
And he looked right at the camera every time he did it. Yeah, no, I'm still not prepared for songs about love again.
No. I don't think this is gonna be any better.
This is not better.
Oh my god.
I don't feel so bad about my love life right now. That face.
No,
that face. That face was, I feel really bad about the fact that I've already decided to dump you.
I'm really.
They're not dating no more. That means they're still dating. Huh?
Mom picked her up and she had to go. We had decided we don't even want to be friends again. So yeah, not dating no more. Yeah. Okay, just to say, really likes you a lot.
To the point where it's kind of scary. Okay, good
Red
opening.
alert! Red alert!
I really like how you look on my bedroom floor.
Incoming tactical nuke.
Look at my bedroom floor, and I really like you look in your track pants, like look in your hoodie. I really like you smell right after a shower. It smells like baby sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, like this might be cute if you were already dating for a while. Maybe.
Do we know which one of them posted this?
Let's go back and we'll see.
I cannot believe this. I could never.
Do we
go
really
2
have
years
to
of
like
talking to someone
ask which
online
one
like
it
this,
is? Like you can't just
and then
tell.
see them in person. They just destroy me like this, and then he has the audacity to just post it up on the internet. But hey, if this is what makes him famous, this thing almost has 1 million views at this point. I guess more power to him. He really just seems like another guy looking for attention.
Yeah, but they're lolcow views though.
Yeah, I don't think this guy. He might be a part of the lolcow community, but I don't think he understands that there. You know that old saying that all publicity is good publicity. Not in the lolcow era.
I mean, I think we use the word community too much. I don't think there's such a thing as a lolcow community.
The meat
there's
mass.
Like multiple.
Yeah, I mean, I think lolcows are individuals, and reaction or reactors to them are individuals. Yeah. And those, if anything, like those lolcows might cluster together, like you see with everyone adjacent to She-Man and Shani and Vaughn and everyone, you know, all those names.
Yeah.
And then you'll also get the cluster of the reactors, you know.
Right.
There's a million of them.
There's multiple clusters of both sides.
Yeah, but like the guy like where DP reacts to this guy. Or not the Japanese fellow. What's his name? Fucking, we just discussed it. Skippy. Yeah, like he'll react to Skippy, you know, infrequently, because you know the way he runs the show, kind of like yours, Lav, is they aggregate content and talked about it, you know, piecemeal. There are other people who are dedicated, you know, Skippy followers, the people who meet him in real life, who meme on him, all that. Like that's its own little. You know, so there's it's all pockets. It's all pockets. The same way there are pockets of friends, pockets of work friends in an office. Like
overall, there's no overall lolcow community. That there's thousands of smaller ones. But there's no.
I just think of one. Yeah, I just think of how G-Man like he reflexively associates everyone who disagrees with him with either atheism or Matt Dillahunty or DP. Like he'll, you know, I'll watch Black Eye TV or Ms. Parker or whoever or talk about him, and he'll be talking. G-Man will be talking about someone, for example, Ms. Parker, and then immediately pivot to Matt Dillahunty as if they have anything to do with each other apart from a shared disbelief in God. Like that's it. That's all they have. They've never spoken. It's like, what are you doing, G-Man?
Yeah, I think people misuse the community terminology for other things too. Like, there's no such thing as the atheist community. There's no such thing as the trans community. There's no such thing as the furry community.
There are atheist flat earthers. That's the thing. What?
That's terrifying.
What?
But yeah, like people will use these terms. It's like there's no such thing as one single community for any of these things.
People are fucking nuts.
Sorry, what was that, Lord O Majicus?
I can't know things like this because I already feel like my faith in the species is at an all-time low, and I can't bear the thought of it somehow finding a new floor underneath that.
It will always do that. You can rest assured. We will always find new lows.
I'm going to call it social entropy. We're too comfy, and everything is breaking down. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
George Carlin, lean into it. Lean into the spin, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel that. Like, I understand where you're coming from.
I honestly have the approach that atomization is the which is what you were talking about, how everyone's kind of going into clicks upon deeper and deeper sort of microcosms of a wider community, which is part of a wider community, which is part of whatever the fuck the internet is kind of the it's kind of incredibly destructive. And it's also natural because it seems every community ever at some point or another goes and breaks up into like little segments upon segments upon segments.
Sub-factions.
Yeah.
Shut up, Gene. I'm not a sheep, you fucking goat.
Look, everybody knows the Earth is a fucking donut, alright? That's the only
shit, donut on Earth theory. Here we go.
Haven't you ever played an old school Final Fantasy game? Like, obviously the map is a donut shape.
Yeah. Speaking of everything falling apart and constantly getting worse, after this bunny video, we got to see what's going on with Sad Pillow Guy.
We will indeed.
Oh, yeah. It was such a complete fucking... I don't want to call it a pillow... Or I don't want to call it a shit show. It's a pillow symposium now.
Yeah.
That bunny is aggressive.
That bunny did not like being picked up. Wow. Get him.
Go ahead,
I've been surprised by seeing a lot of videos of rabbits being little assholes.
Why? They are little assholes.
It sounds like a tiny diesel engine.
I never realized that. I don't know that.
It's so unhappy.
Yeah, just leave it alone. Like, it's... I don't like fucking with wildlife. It's not a good idea.
It seems like that was that guy's fault.
Ooh, pretty. So yeah, there. See, this is nature I'm cool with.
Where there's no people, yeah, I'm totally down with that too.
Fucking Omega Man, but it's set outside Mount Fuji.
I like the natural mushroom cloud mountain.
Yeah, compared to what's probably going to happen before the end of all
That's
life.
really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, so let's have a look at this motherfucking pillow guy. Let's find out where I put him.
If you didn't watch the live streams, like, you fucking missed out. It was
I watched a lot of them, but I didn't watch.
I saw most of day 2 and 3. So.
No, this is another 4. Oh fuck it! We'll show you guys this scene. It's right on screen. Just
let him go.
Squiddly diddly being squiddly and diddly.
That is not a squid.
It's a pie of octo.
That is yes.
It's
an octopus.
You see, this is again humans kind of like fucking with it. It's probably thinking the guy's going to eat him.
Maybe, or maybe he's just doing this anyways, and the guy's just like, "Oh, I got to record this."
Well, I know I probably want to close him. I don't know how close it'd be to me. If he start going towards me, I'd start backing the fuck off.
I wonder why he's going down the sand rather than into the water.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
He's going walkies.
I mean, octopuses are super smart, but the thing about being super smart is that you need time to really use those smarts, and octopuses only live like 2 to 3 years or something like that, and they don't get to actually develop their intelligence enough. If they had like a 10 or 20 year lifespan or longer, they would probably rule the Earth.
They're one of the smartest species on the planet.
Yeah, so the reason why it's probably not going to the water is just because it's like I don't want to be in the water, but I also don't want to be near this dude chasing me with a weird thing in his hands. I think this is better than the rabbit thing, because at least he's just like following it with a camera for a couple seconds. Like, okay, it's scared for a minute, but
one of the other things I read too a while ago was apparently octopus DNA is actually radically different than that of most other species on Earth, and it's speculated that maybe the octopi DNA did not originate from Earth, and that might explain why it's so different.
Yeah, like a specific example of transpermia or whatever they call it.
Yes, where the DNA was implanted by other.
Yeah.
Before we begin, I just want to say one thing. Look at this nightmare of ads in front of me, because I have to turn on the ad blocker to view it. It's
hell.
Yeah.
I actually feel like I'm playing a game of Minesweeper where I can't touch the edges. I have to stay right in the little bit of the box.
Republican counties are being won by Trump, but by a much smaller number than projected. And then you have Philadelphia much closer and able to do its thing, because Rudy Giuliani will tell you Philadelphia is the kingpin of election fraud. But it wasn't possible without stuff like this.
Oh, he just got the word.
Yeah, he's
word.
All right, so the Dominion lawsuit, the mail-in box, the mail-in machines, the voting machines, he claimed were rigged by some fucking bullshit excuse. They responded after the election saying that, hey, you cost us a shit ton of money, we're going to sue you. He's like, you can't sue me. So he went and did the symposium, and this was the moment he realized, oh no, he's going to court over this.
Well, literally at this moment, what happened was the judge dismissed the motion to dismiss it. So the lawsuit would not just get tossed out. They're like, no, we're taking this shit to court because there's a very legitimate case here. So Lindell at this point is now just finding out, oh fuck, this is real. This is happening. I am so fucked.
I love how he lost his cool in the middle of a symposium.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. He's on a interview a few weeks
ago.
I
think he swore that he was going to stay like on stage all 72 hours. And then, like, his excuse for why he left here, he came back, like, shaken, and he was like, I got attacked at my hotel.
Yeah, he says he physically got attacked as well. That's another key thing.
I don't know. It's been a day or two since I heard.
Have to do with whether or not he fucked off in the middle of a symposium, though?
There's no police report filed yet for that, as far as I know, so I don't believe there's any actual evidence that it actually happened.
He's lying to save face.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see the whole.
That wasn't even my favorite part of the symposium, though. That was day 3. Day 2 is where their lawyers called them in the middle of their fucking live stream and said, you need to stop what you're doing right now, because I'm being told that the hard drives that you're showing off here have been stolen from a county's clerk's office.
Whoops.
And the people presenting it are like, no, we're fine. We don't need to worry about what the lawyer's telling us. We're just going to move ahead. So,
whoopsie.
Generally, if your lawyer feels it important enough to interrupt your fucking live stream to tell you to stop doing something, you should probably stop doing whatever you're doing.
Oh,
it's almost like
them a lot of money.
Know whether or not you should.
You know that guy with the eye patch, the right wing. He's like a congressman or a senator. He did those really cringy sort of promotional videos that made him look like a super spy. He's now turned against the either the anti-vax or the anti-Trump last year was rigged election, and he's being yelled at. Like he's like everyone is turning on him as quickly as possible. I forget his name, but he is as tech train wreck completely derails Mike Nance for a second straight day. Run walk inside.
Oh yeah, they had audio and video issues the entire time. They were disorganized as fuck. The people presenting were not experts in the shit whatsoever. They couldn't read a simple fucking batch script to like they were asking the audience for help. Like, please, somebody tell us what we're looking at here. They had no idea about anything that they were talking about, and it was just a complete clusterfuck. And they did not prove fucking anything. They just kept saying things like, if this happened, or this could have happened, or maybe, like, doesn't this make you want an audit now? It's like, you're at the fucking thing. You're supposed to be presenting the evidence that you already had, not looking at something you literally just downloaded off the internet like a day or two ago, which you just told us that you did, and you have no idea what's even on the contents of this image. Like,
also, don't you want an audit now? Weren't audits already done?
Yes, everywhere.
And they were thrown out.
You want an audit? You had one, dummy.
Their ignorance is stunning. Like, it's incredible.
Audit the audit of the audit of the audit. Fuck.
It's just fucking amazing.
Something hanging chads.
They can't understand that they've lost the election, and they can't understand. Like, I think at one point he was asked, when is the government going? When is the election going to be recalled? Like, when is it going to happen? When's the what's it called? The Kraken going to be unleashed? And he just, in exasperated, goes, "I don't know," like to the audience.
Someone who takes like
first.
Anybody who takes like a fucking computer class in high school probably knows more than any of these people that we're presenting do about the shit that they're talking about. It was pathetic.
Mm.
Hell, Chris Chan's dad knew more.
Probably, yes, actually.
Ooh, we're going to be talking about Chris one more time, and I think that's going to be about it, because I think this walrus is completely dead. In the meantime, here's a walrus. But
that's not his dad.
No. But the we'll get to him. I have to find it. But Tucker was talking about it. Tucker Carlson was talking about Chris Chan, and what did I say was going to happen? Using it as alt-right ammunition. Like, this is a trans woman who was sexually abusing his own mother, and going on with it. And you're like, oh god, this. I knew this would happen. I knew this shit would happen. They're actively going to be using it as ammunition.
The funniest part is he thinks that their name is actually Chris Chan.
Yeah.
And it's like, not quite.
When Chan did this.
Close, but no cigar.
I mean, it's halfway there, but not all the way there.
So, yeah, this is from Ireland, and the walrus. The walrus wants to. Wants to take it easy.
He wants to have a ride. Do you think he knows how to pilot the boat?
Yeah, he's got a license.
I'm surprised it managed to get in the boat without tipping it over.
Same.
I am too.
It's a cool little boat. Part of that's probably because it's inflatable. It looks like. It's funny. My dad he works in emergency services equipment, pretty specialized stuff, mainly dealing with inflatables. And something he used to sell, you can still find them on Craigslist and stuff, are these swift water rescue boats. Okay, these are inflatable boats, but you don't really deflate them. You just keep them inflated all the time. And they're basically sophisticated pontoon boats with a hatch cut in the bow that you can unzip. And the reason for that is so that they have inflatable stretchers, or not inflatable, floating plastic stretchers that they can then just, strap someone, like, okay, imagine someone going whitewater rafting down some rapids, and the boat capsizes and people are missing. That's what these boats are for, or in rivers, or even on the ocean to an extent, but really for like those rapids. And if someone gets, falls out their boat or whatever and is unconscious floating down the water, then they can strap them to a stretcher and pull them through the bow instead of having to go over the side. And because it's inflatable, the boat, you can just unzip the bow, and there's no issue. And that little boat reminds me of that, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. That's something I have some experience with, and why I have my sea legs at all is because as a kid I would go out with him, onto the local bays and rivers and stuff, and just put around on those boats. It was a good time.
Kind of weird that your dad worked with boats, because my dad worked with boats. He worked on yachts and catamarans.
No shit.
Yeah, he helped make
an island though, so obviously.
No, actually, this would have been in the south of France and Cornwall, but both of which would have a strong maritime industry. He worked for the largest shipbuilding company in the Mediterranean. He helped work on the QE2. He worked on a lot of the decking on the QE2. As grew up as a kid, he would still get commissions for fiberglass, a lot of the like working on the hulls of some of the lighter boats. But then he moved off to Formula One cars. which of course were also heavily. A lot of them had like really light frames, and while he couldn't work on that per se, he could work on on like the actual frame itself that would then get the mold put in it. And I remember going to his workshop, which was covered in this old junkyard style aesthetic of like there was a van there from like the 1930s, an old post van, and it had no wheels on it, and the glass was shattered in, all the glass had been swept away. And while he was going off and working there, I'd go out to the stockyard and I just play around with it as like a 5-6-year-old little kid. It was brilliant. But yeah, I've same reason. I've always grown up next to the water as well. I've got a halfway decent sea legs, and I was more than once offered to work in the harbour there in Falmouth. But I'm still kind of the guy who offered it to me, my uncle. He's not the best in health right now. But if he ever said like, I still know a guy who could set you up, I might actually take it. I'm not gonna lie. I love the sea, and it's solid work because once you know how to pilot a boat, whether it be sail or motor, and once you have a few knots under you, that's it. Knots in the literal sense of knots, and tying up knots, and knots in the literal sense of a few miles around the coast. That's it. Because I love travel and I love the sea. Yeah, I could. That would be a job I'd love to do. I'd love to be able to do a nautical career of any kind. But let's look at some nightmare fuel. You've probably already seen this, but
speaking of nightmare fuel, I got to point out John Morgan's comment that seals and walruses are kind of like mermaid dogs.
Mer dogs. All the worst smells of fish and dog, but also wet. Ugh. But this is
naturally wet dog.
I'll stick to my mermaid magic cards.
This is real.
I don't like where this is going.
It's going exactly where you think it's going.
We take celebrity cells, grow them into muscles, making robust, flavorful, healthy, eco-friendly.
No! Stop it!
Seasonal salami.
We should have a look at the.
All right, quick question, guys. If you guys are gonna try this, which celebrity would you order?
Every porn star.
What about James Franco?
That's not the kind of eating people usually want to do in porn.
Yeah,
or maybe some porn.
What did you say to Shabby earlier? Tongue punch your
tongue punch his brown star.
Yeah, Missy Han retweeted that.
Did she?
Yeah.
I'm used to hearing that as tongue punch the fart box, but that works too.
Fart box is the other comment alternative. Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Kanye.
That's a good choice.
Ellen.
I like celebrity meat. Holy shit! Like, let's just legalize cannibalism while we're at it.
You have to convince them to do it,
be
though.
legal, right?
Sure.
This can't be real. This is like some fucking elaborate prank.
Wait, go back to Jennifer Lawrence.
A different
type of hunger game.
That's beautiful. Oh, by the way, I think it would be a great idea for them to market a mystery like combo box. Like we'll send you 5 salamis of random celebrities, and you won't know who they are until you open the box.
All right, I need this. Again, I can't do this.
Should I tweet to one of them, like Kanye? Should I tweet to Kanye telling him to be in a salami?
I mean, he already is.
No, not yet. Like you're trying to help
sure?
make the comment.
Oh, try.
Yes.
Oh,
wait. Is there a pun for every celebrity? Can we see them?
Always push the boundaries in taste.
Nice.
Please welcome the Ellen Salami.
That's awful.
What?
And he's sexy. He's
Jennifer
artsy.
Lawrence
Let's make him salami.
All right. Whoever this PR person sucks. They should be fired.
No,
I need a quality pun. Everyone.
Jennifer Lawrence one is great. The rest of them all suck.
Get your degeneracy on with Ellen DeGeneres.
See, he put more effort in than he did, or they did. I don't know.
Or order a box of Ellen DeGeneresy.
Why would why would I want to eat Ellen anyway? She would just be angry and dry. Very, very angry and dry.
Why would any of these people agree to this?
Maybe Kanye.
All right, I can see Kanye, but the rest of them, really?
I think, no, Kanye is the kind of person who would buy the very first order of his own salami and eat it himself.
That wouldn't surprise me, actually.
He would. Kitty.
Don't swear at the kitty.
Yeah, I love this cat.
Aggressive cat is aggressive.
This is awesome.
What?
Why is this?
He just wants to
you!
play.
This is my spot. Fuck you!
He's defending his turf.
This is my tile, you prick.
Maybe the cat.
I would
just
walk
wants to
past
play.
it. I would walk back and forth multiple times just to play with this cat.
Oh, I would absolutely play with this cat.
I had a little stripe of white on the back of him.
This cat is my hero.
That's just its day. You know, it must be having incredible strong workout. Like it must have strong paws, just constantly swiping at all times.
He's reaching out. He's like, "Adopt me, please, adopt me."
Oh, now I feel sad for him.
Now he's not attacking people. He's reaching out like, "Hey, Mister, please."
Oh, can I have some Kanye salami?
John Morgan says Kanye wants his essence inside of everyone.
He's gonna make all us bitches famous. Before we go on, we're actually already an hour in. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out the links in the description for and hit that bell. Be sure of that. Links in the description there for Krendar's All in One. Two Guns is SoundCloud, and Jarl. I should have had Jarl O Marcus or some sort of Jarl.
I know.
Halderson Marcus or something like that, like Miracanus. Miticus.
I was really Marcus. This is the first time you've ever used the word Magicus.
Magicus.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very low energy today, so I'm kind of not bringing my A game. Plus,
it's on brand.
We brought
you're low energy every day.
You stop. You give me too little credit. Also, speaking of our Jarl, anytime someone donates, I believe the number was 15. We will see him partake in. How is the?
I have to take umbrage here, Lev. It's not just Lord Magicus that will Thane Magicus.
It is also Two Guns.
It is also me who will take a shot, and I'm a little bitch boy lightweight. I have alcohol, but I never drink. It'll be fun.
There you go.
You know what?
On, guys.
I think
get these guys smashed.
I think I said in the chat earlier that $15 equals drinky, so I might actually have to drink twice for it.
Ooh. Hear that, folks?
Oh. That's double. You've had a couple shots. I've had one whole vodka drink equivalent to maybe 2.5 shots. So I need to top up here.
Stuff's about 19%. It's pretty strong.
Yeah. This is something that Vosh found.
Hold on. What? Go back for a second. Go back. I just noticed something on the sidebar. I hope it's still there. Ah, shit. I think it's gone now. There was one of the suggested videos on the side was something about PragerU debunking itself.
You'll like this though. Some fangirl found one where Ben Shapiro has been flexing for the girls. He also sings and flirts. He gives a gun show. Would you like to see Ben Shapiro's
how does his wife, that's a terrible doctor, think about this?
Here's them right there.
I remember. I specifically remember once hearing him ask his wife for permission to show his muscles.
I think afterwards she's like, "Oh, for God's sake, Ben, fine, just do it. And I don't care. Stop asking me. Just be sure that you eat all your vegetables." I don't wanna.
Just have a little bit of muscle. I'll give him that.
Yeah, no. Credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. Like, he's very proud of them too. And you know what? He is a piece of shit. But I support anyone trying to
muted. I don't want to have to hear his voice.
Oh, that's the fun.
Gun show or nuke show? You decide. I don't even know what a nuke show would be. What the hell is a nuke show? Okay, is it
a
gun show?
Obviously, it's a gun show, but bigger, you dumbass.
Several orders of magnitude bigger.
And you know what else?
He does not have.
He is stoned.
Unlike Chris Cuomo.
You hear that?
We have an expert on this topic here, right? We have 2 guns. Show us your 2 guns.
They're not very impressive. I could show you my literal firearms, but my biceps aren't really much to.
His 2 guns are out of ammo right now, unfortunately.
They've been out of ammo for about 31 years, my guy. I have one
and he's
gun.
only 30 years old.
I'm not doing this to flex, but I have one.
Muscles there. Nobody cares about that.
Oh, this for context. This has anyone seen this little piece of shit right here?
No.
No.
He basically, I'm assuming he identifies as a he, but he did a TikTok where he's basically making fun of all those really muscular motherfuckers who are very proud of their muscles and like do that pose. Here's the thing. A really ripped motherfucker did a response going, well, that's fair enough, but I'm not doing that for you. I'm doing that for me because I feel very confident in my body. Fucking king right there. You can still you can still body shame someone who's taken an incredible effort into making their body as puffed up as possible. Muscular people can still be body shamed even by little scrawny motherfuckers like this.
When you do that,
all shaming is taking something that someone is or what they've done and turning it against them in some way, right? Like
this is the only time I will ever side with. No, I was going to say that, but anytime he's having a fight with Nick Fuentes, I suppose I'm going to have to side with Ben Shapiro because Nick Fuentes was right after the fact that he's Jewish. So
Fuentes is the bigger piece of shit.
Yeah. But it's like comparing positive shit, you know.
It's like, how did they say it? Like Joe Biden and Donald Trump, like a full bowl of shit versus a half bowl of shit.
Yeah.
I would even go so far to say I would say 3/4 a bowl of shit. Joe Biden fucking sucks, but he's not Trump.
Ooh,
I hate it when you see a situation like Ben Shapiro versus Nick Fuentes on something, because before you've even heard them speak, you realize, oh shit, I'm gonna end up agreeing with one of these fuckers, aren't I?
Yep.
I think your camera died 2 guns.
Oh no, he just covered it.
I flipped it shut.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm still here, just doing something.
We can't handle
off. Don't worry about me.
Okay. You know what? Fine, then
I'm just furiously masturbating.
Yeah, baby. All right.
Show us that Tigger flag. Yeah.
That's all it took me. I'm finished.
Wow, I like a sensitive man.
This actually, Girl Does Rant was talking about this. I was like, what the hell? And I checked it out, and yeah, this is a real thing. A woman actually starts harassing someone because they have a Tigger flag outside the front of it.
Of course they do. People are whining about anything these days.
Karen, tra-la-la-la-la.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I want to talk about this Tiggers.
I gotta pretend I care about you while I'm here to whine at you.
I don't like how she says that word.
What? What word?
Stupid Tiggers.
Tiggers.
Oh.
Plural of Tigger. The character.
Did you see it with a hard R?
Tiggers. No, it's Matiga.
Well, what's up, Matiga?
Oh boy! Oh, you were able to say that word.
Oh, hold on. Idea. Jamarcus. You have to try to get the Hannibal and Monty community to adopt that as the new version of instead of my Nuka, it's my Tiga.
I like that.
Stepping on mines here, gentlemen. Be very careful with your pronunciations.
Flag.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Okay, why not?
That's nice. Bye.
Who the fuck cares if you don't like it?
Uh-huh.
And of course, the woman who's filming is black, just to add that extra level of.
Looks like this is a mounted security camera, actually.
You know, let me tell you how this conversation would go if this happened to me. She comes over to my house. She's like, "I don't like your Tigger flag," and I'd be like, "Okay, that's nice. Bye," and I close the door.
Yep. And if she kept on knocking at the door, I'd be like, I like when the police arrive. They'll be here in a few minutes if you want to tell them. This is clearly important for you.
The shrubbery being cut. I don't say nothing about the backyard.
I don't say nothing about the shrubbery being cut.
It's not your fucking business.
Yeah, what a passive-aggressive little bitch.
She's acting like she's doing the neighbor a favor by not criticizing more things.
That's it. She thinks she is. That's how her mind is going.
But now, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Oh, okay, I didn't hang that. Okay. My brother hung that.
I know. I'm just telling you. I don't like it.
I don't like that.
And we have rules.
Why is that relevant, lady?
I won't have to go find out what they are, but
we have rules. I don't know. I want to go out and find out what they are, but we have them.
Jesus. I'm gonna go see if this is something I can action against you.
I'm just guessing that there might be a rule against this because it's weird.
I don't like that.
I mean, this isn't a homeowners association.
You hear that? Did you guys see chat right now? John Morgan doesn't like
isn't
Tiggers.
A homeowners association?
Yeah.
John.
So what rules is she going to find out?
Apparently, apparently they don't even have a homeowners association.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what she just said.
No, but there's rules for the community.
What
rules?
Are
they the local laws?
Are they the sort of gentleman's agreement under the table that certain peoples aren't allowed to have flag representation? What do you have against? What the hell do you have against spriggy-tailed tigers?
I think she just doesn't like Tigers, guys. I think she doesn't like T-words.
No. I would just start hanging flags I knew would piss her off at this point.
So,
Tigger is one of the best parts of that show. Thank you very much.
I don't like it.
He's bubbly and full of
She should get a flag of every other every other Pooh character and put them up too.
Tigger's the man.
It doesn't, but that's okay. Huh. I said it doesn't.
My house would become the new Tigger Nation.
Jesus Christ.
We'll find out about it.
All right. Well, you have a good day.
No, John Morgan. Apparently, she does not explain what she doesn't like about it.
Yeah,
she's just like, I don't like it.
She probably worked herself up to go over there and talk to her. You know.
I would just find every fucking Tigger decoration I could possibly find and just cover my entire property with it at that point.
Actually, before I close the door on her, I might stand there for a minute and be like, yes, okay, what's your point?
Maybe she was hoping for that. Maybe to get into an argument that would justify her rage at a child's flag.
That was so weird.
This is the world we live in, and it fucking sucks.
I also gotta say, though, that ended way more peacefully than I thought it was gonna end.
Oh, you could see the tension underneath, but they didn't do it.
She's just like, okay, I don't like it. Bye.
Probably because the lady was not rising to the bait. Have you had Galway before yourself there?
Galway is a place I've recorded a few times on this channel, and I highly recommend it as a place, but the Dough Brothers is a pizza place I know nothing of, so let's have a look. The Dough Brothers in Ayr. Oh, it's just off Ayr Square, is it? Okay. Let's have a look at their website. Let's see what their pizzas look like, because they've been voted the best pizza place in Europe, which would include Italy. So
that's a pretty hard sell,
right? I'm not saying that their pizzas are bad.
Although,
they're probably very good.
Maybe it is a hard sell, but maybe the joint is owned by Italian people. I don't know.
Could you imagine like an American Chinese place that just goes to like actual mainland China and be like, yeah, I make a better lo mein than you.
I would be so proud if it turned out to actually be true as well.
It would be pretty fucking impressive, but I'm gonna be pretty skeptical of that.
Home pizza kits, corporate pizza kits, really making your pizzas at home.
I mean, it kind of happens the other way around to some degree, because there's a place here in town that's a Korean fried chicken place, and it is some of the best fried chicken I've ever had.
They're not going to show like images of the pizza. It's a home pizza kit. It really is. So you'd have to make your own pizza. Okay.
I mean, that's fine. They've done most of the work for you if they've done the dough for you already in the sauce.
It's true. Not delivery and it's not DiGiorno. I didn't know there were other options.
Apparently due to the lockdown, they've been keeping it, but they still. This is when they want. I do love that sort of sticker.
I like the little pizza shark that they had there.
Yeah, that was good.
Now I've never. Speaking of these DiGiorno and whatever else, I've never had DiGiorno, but I've had Delissio, and it is not Delissio at all.
DiGiorno is fine. It's for a frozen, it's fine.
My go-to frozen
is
pizza
ironically one of the worst ones I've ever had.
I like the Tombstone.
Tombstone is equally
fine.
I've
tried that.
In my
I would
opinion,
like to try that actually.
In my opinion, it's just as good.
Yeah, like frozen pizza is not going to be like fantastic, but like
there was a low ceiling.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of Dr. Oetker?
Yes, we have Dr. Well, it's German, so
they're pretty good.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
Mel Monkey gets a lot of those. We also have Goodfellas, which isn't that great, and bloody like that is mostly just dough in my opinion. But one that is really nice to do a stuffed crust, Chicago Town. That's nice.
You can have whatever opinion you want on frozen pizza as long as we can all agree that Celeste is the worst.
I don't think we have Celeste over
This
here.
guy is
unfucking
shit, believable.
Shit, we got a donut.
Hey.
Oh.
Anna Reyes topped up the pint glass by, was it 3? Yeah, it was 3. $3 redo. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Alan. How you doing today?
The best.
It unfortunately does not mean that Jarl Marcus gets a drink, but we still appreciate it.
Or a drinky either.
Oh yes, that's true. Wait, if we set the thing for drinky, then what would be, I suppose, half of the 15? So what's happening?
I guess $7.50.
So $7.50 gets 8 drink.
All right.
I think what drinky means is it doesn't necessarily mean that Jamarcus has to take 2 shots. It means he takes 1 and 2 Guns takes 1. That's 2.
Ooh, oh,
I don't know. I mean, I said it though, so I think I kind of have to.
I don't know. They have to donate it twice.
2 Guns is so apathetic about the whole thing.
I don't give a fuck. If you tell me to drink, I'm gonna drink. Fuck it.
This is why I brought him on 2-3 drinks minimum. I understood. He understood.
Yeah. Listen. I don't drink much, but I can.
Yes.
You were
drink much.
You held your own. I got.
I can listen. I'm pretty high, and I had a good bit of a couple shots worth of vodka in this last drink, which I still haven't replaced. Because I'm an idiot. But that's literally why I covered the camera, and then I got distracted, and I didn't. Here we are. This is my life.
That reminds me of the stream I did like a couple of weeks ago or so, where I was trying edibles the first time.
Oh no!
I don't remember half that stream.
I have such a low tolerance for edibles; it's ridiculous. I have some, but I haven't. It's a different. It's literally I'm pretty sure it's literally a different chemical. That results in the same results in a high analogous to cannabis, which is why so much about edibles are different. And I'm 99% sure it is a different tolerance scale. Like I smoke weed every day, just about. And if I take like 25 milligrams THC worth of chocolate, say, or gummies, I better book that whole evening. I'm gonna feel real weird the whole night.
I mean, it's
and then I have friends.
Your body a different way, so.
And then you have, dude, fucking Shabisky took like 750 mgs or something of like a tincture in one stream and was like, I barely feel it. And I was like, dude, you never do edibles. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
yeah, but I mean that's 700 and whatever mgs of the liquid, not necessarily the chemical.
Well, it was still ingested like a edible. Is the point. So,
yeah, but I mean,
unless it wasn't, and I'm wrong.
The measurement
but
you gave might not be the amount of the actual.
Even if we disqualify Shabisky, I have friends in my personal life who I would see take like 100 mgs of edibles, and the one person I think of in particular is a bodybuilding model, regularly wins in local tournaments. It's fucking ripped ass smoke show of a girl, like 11 out of 10, and does it all fucking. I mean, they have drug testing, so she has to stop for tournaments or whatever. But like when she's not preparing for that, high as several kites at once. going about her day, and I couldn't. I melt, like, remember the old Dare commercials where the people get stoned and they're like, they turn flat and melt into the couch? That's me on edibles.
Same.
That's me.
Actually, I have a problem with time. Time starts warping and I start to get paranoid. So I was actually thinking almost as a joke for like a milestone episode, Krender and I do edibles. But of course I can't do it because that would be illegal. But also, even if it wasn't illegal, it would take a while to kick in. And by the time it kicked in, I'd be like, did I say that? What did I say? Did you say something? What's going on? Like I would not be having a fun time. I'm like Barney.
For me, I had a whole bunch of holes in my memory. Like I was playing an MMO with a friend while it was happening, and by the time we got to the last hour, when it all really kicked in, I kept finding myself forgetting like the last 10 seconds of what we were doing in the game and struggling to remember. Okay, where are we going and why are we going there? What am I supposed to be doing right now? Just over and over again.
Karen's in the wild.
I have a feeling we've seen this one, but we'll see. Looks kind of familiar.
Store policy.
Oh yeah, we've seen her.
Okay, that's fine. Quick check to see if there's any updated Karen's in the wild from like today.
She's the one that whines when they take her purse away.
That's right. 21 hours. This is new. Though so probably a little bit.
In the wild.
Karen versus parking enforcement.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one.
Don't. I have always put that damn fucking tag in my window all the time. I am 65 years old. I got home after
how's that relevant?
Someplace last night.
She's also a mother who goes to church.
Died, and to my sons from Springville. And I got home around midnight. I think it was after. I forgot to put it in my window, and I am.
So she's
really
bitching
mad.
at a meter
When I have
maid
a
or a
warning,
tag maid.
Yeah, pretty much. And apparently this is the first time.
While confessing that she did make a mistake.
Okay, hang on. What am I about to side with a Karen? What was the mistake? Like, if she legitimately lives in this place and just didn't put a tag in her window?
She just told them that she forgot to put the tag in the window.
More than once, and now she's.
Don't they have her license plate on a fucking app? Like, what the fuck? What world do we live in? Like, I'm sorry. I'm literally siding with the Karen here if my understanding is correct.
Well,
like
watch the video before making 100% judgment.
Okay, also, if she flips out and loses me, that's different.
But what I'm wondering is, if she's forgetting to put the tag in the window, why does she ever take the tag out of the window?
That's a good.
Just leave it there.
That's a fair point, but it might still be a dumb
have
rule.
it on there too. Like I think there are license plates that just have the fucking handicap marker on it, so you don't even need the tag.
Is this about handicap thing?
Yeah, I think what happened is that,
or is this about a parking thing?
The Karen is mad that she parked in a handicap spot and didn't put the thing in.
What she should probably do is take the whatever ticket is there and then appeal it through the normal appeals process instead of bitching at the maid.
Who's just doing their job?
Evidence of this being anything about disabled parking.
I fought tickets,
This is your job, but you better know my car and you better know who I am, because I'll make your life hell.
Okay, see, now she's...
and she lost me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I could tell the attitude. Like, actually, this is where she lost me, right? Listen to, as he's walking up towards, he's getting his phone ready, he has to make calls, he's got his body camera on.
Oh, wait, no, is this just a regular parking ID thing for, like, a complex?
Yes.
That's what I think so.
Okay, well then, yeah, that's...
Yeah, I didn't know where you got this disabled thing from.
She said she didn't put like ID or something in it, so I thought it was like the handicap placard or something. Because she was also like, "I'm 65 years old and everything." Like,
but look what she says before that.
Because I am not happy.
I'm sorry about that.
Like he says, "I am sorry that you're not happy," right? And which he doesn't care one way or another. He's like, "Oh, okay, let's just get this over with." And how she responds is where she loses me. Don't you fucking dare talk back to me. I'm wearing the uniform. You're not, and you're the one with the boot. Okay? Like, that's how I would lose my job right there.
I last
I would
night.
not take that
Some
attitude
people-
for a sec. I would if I was Latino or black, I would literally do the finger wag and you did not just do that to me.
grandkid died, and to my sons from Springville. And I got home around midnight. I think it was
The
after.
parking maid doesn't give a single fuck how sad your life is,
right?
Any more than the cashier at Rite Aid
I have
does.
a warning. I'm giving you
Like,
guys a warning.
stop
I know
it.
this
Warning.
is your job, but you better know my car,
Wait,
and you better know who I am.
She's already on a warning? Is that what just happened?
No, she's giving him a warning as a
It's
threat.
a counter warning.
I'll make your life.
No, she
hell.
said something about her being on a warning.
Yeah, the parking guy gave her a warning for not having
Around
Like
the
just
idea.
now or previously?
I think it was like the night before or something.
in my
Well, there you go.
and I am
Let's turn
really
annotation
mad.
subtitles
When
on.
I have a warning, I'm giving you guys a warning. I know this is your
She's
job,
already on a
but
warning.
You better
This
know
is
my
respect and
car,
fucked up.
and you better know who I am, because I'll make your life hell. I promise you that. I'm so curious about this.
So if we can see it in the vehicle, generally we'll let it go. So I mean,
Well, I'm not going to say generally. I'm going to say, please, make sure it's always let go.
Well,
in this
can you see that
Okay.
at night?
so I mean, obviously I can see that.
Okay.
They would have to check the video footage. I mean, you can always appeal it, and they can check it to see if they saw it. But
No, it wasn't there last night. Because I'll tell you something. The way our car's set up,
All these cats have to do,
the top thing, because it doesn't have
I
on.
assume,
yeah,
It
is
doesn't
take
work.
the ticket
So we can
and then appeal it.
He
They
literally
put it on
told
the
her to
fucking
do that.
dashboard.
They have proof.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually works
Easy.
better than it did. And I
These aren't
always
common
have-
in Ireland, but there are places where you do need like a ticket or a stamp if you're like in a complex, usually around
Sure,
Dublin or major
No,
cities.
that's here too. That totally exists.
showing
Um,
always, but last
I've also lived in places where I just report what my license plate is, and then if
so that's
like if you're in a parking spot that's not marked as a guest spot and you're or like a short term or handicap or whatever, and you're parked there when you shouldn't be, and they just check a thing. They just have like a tablet or a phone or just literally you could have a paper list that you
Warning.
print out once a week or whatever,
Well,
and just like
try it out here, man.
you're like just check it again. Just that license plate's supposed to be here.
We have
Like-
really laxed ones here. The car parks, each apartment has a dock, which is very, very like sacrosanct. No matter how packed it is, you never park without permission into even our docks, because that's money, by the way. Like anyone who wants to park in our dock has to give us 50. But as for the car parks and like our car spot, anyone can go anywhere. But we're really cool with that. Everyone around us is very sort of, this is our spot. And I've seen fights over like, no, you can't park. And he's like, I'll just be a few seconds. No, you can't. Even though it's not like marked, everyone just has this sort of, dare I say, gentleman's agreement that this is their spot. This is number 19 spot. We've got a spot, even though, and for the most part, like no one ever parks. But I've never given a single fuck, probably because I don't have a car, when I've seen that our spot is taken. So what? We've never had a problem with it. Half the time that place is overrun with trucks and the vans as workers are going in and out anyway, so it doesn't make much of a difference. But the things people will snap at, it's just I don't get it. It can be a mild inconvenience at most, you know.
Parking in the U.S. is very competitive, especially during the winter, because people will fucking put like lawn chairs and shit out on the street so that nobody can park in front of their house.
Problem is,
And it gets bad.
that warning there is to tell you if you tamper with the boot or try to damage the boot, then we're going to charge you with Class B misdemeanor and $1,000 fine, as well as for the boot replacement and the boot fees. So that's just there to try and deter people from damaging our property. So, I mean, where that
We're
permit...
in the shade, by the way. It's not bright right now.
Okay, ma'am, whether I wear sunglasses outside or not, it's not a concern. Okay?
She went in. She's complaining about his sunglasses. She's got nothing else to do.
She's just picking a fight. She's just picking a fight.
So for me to take this
Petty
off,
bitch,
it's $60
pissed
fee,
off.
and our
Doesn't
guys
know what to
will
do with
check through
herself.
the window.
Certified Karen.
If we can see it in the open where we can see it, like where he was showing it, that is something that generally we'll see that and be like, all right,
If they don't, and if they miss it, then we're just out another $65.
So I mean, that's the
glasses off.
I mean, I don't know why my glasses are a problem for you, ma'am.
Okay, well, let's let go of that. Let's get this taken care of.
This for you, okay?
Bullshit.
Excuse me. Take it off.
So after the fee's been paid, I'll take the boot off.
See, I bet they think they're the #1 people in their lives. What they need is a good humbling. So the more humblings they get in their lives, and the more public, like I would love if their friends saw this and they actively show it to their friends, and they go, wow, why were you such a dick to this guy?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, I like you, we've been friends for years, but you were in the wrong. And I want that to be the main response.
Examples where people record themselves as if they're the ones in the right, and then looking for vindication, and they're just looking like idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
You said you thought Asians were smart.
Yeah, and I was kidding. I was just
Does that sound kidding to you?
Yes, because everyone knows Asians are smart.
Oh my god, this book says
digging
so
the hole
much.
Somebody stab me.
Girl, you gotta get her the fuck out of here.
Excuse me, I'm not.
All right, let me do my best here.
One, you need to wear them.
All right, here. I'm trying.
Oh god! Jeez!
Little bit to the left. There you go.
Ooh.
If you give one more ooh, YouTube's gonna knock us down. So.
It's not a law. Then let's call the police. I will wait here for you to call the police.
Yeah, you can wait outside. Let's go. You can wait outside.
No, I didn't do anything wrong.
You're being asked to leave.
I did nothing wrong.
Now you're trespassing. So you're being asked to leave.
So I'd like to
wait outside.
I'd like
inside of our business, and you need to wait outside for the police.
You need to let go, and I need to call the police. You can call the police.
You have a phone. You can call the police.
No, I'm not.
Please let us go.
Excuse me.
Look at that line. Ugh. Even if this wasn't happening, that line would be so off-putting.
I used to work in a grocery. I worked in a grocery store for 8 years, and this is giving me some PTSD right now.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Please let this go.
You are.
I'm asking you nicely.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Ma'am, please let this go.
Nope.
Ma'am, please let this go.
Please unhand me. Please let go. You're assaulting me.
I'm not assaulting
Yes,
you.
you are.
I'm not.
Yes,
oh my God.
you are.
Ma'am, please let this go.
Nope.
He's security, and he's allowed to escort you off the property.
You got a medical condition.
He's securing you.
You have a medical condition. Something's going on with you. Are you okay?
I have every right to be here.
No, ma'am, you're refusing to leave right now.
That's right.
That's not how stores work.
I'd like you to call on.
Okay.
No.
I will. When you let this go.
Great. Nope.
May you please
Again, you hear how they say it's the tone. It's the tone. It's call law enforcement. I'm gonna get my husband and my sons are gonna come here.
Just wait till your father gets home, mister.
Ma'am, may you please let this go.
It's this powerless appeal to an authority that will take your side, but never seems to take your side.
Ma'am, may you please let this go.
Please call the police.
Ma'am, please let this go.
Please call the police.
Why is this grocery store security guard that armed? America.
You can smile. You can not wear a mask.
They have to be.
In certain areas, most likely in inner cities, you're more likely to see an armed, any actual uniformed security at a grocery store. Where I was, there wasn't any.
Outside and wait.
I've when I was in the south of Chicago, in that place that was like basically just the next stage up from a flop house. I had to go and get some shopping there at the local store. I forget what store it was, and it was there was a cop there that was like armed, and he was kind of glaring at every single person there as you walked in.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go.
You'll see that in areas where violence is already a problem, and all it takes is for the employer to choose to pay for their employees' licensing to get.
You are literally assaulting me. Now I'm going to make a police report.
I am not assaulting you.
Well, hire contractor.
You're touching me, and I'm not comfortable with that. Please let go.
It doesn't matter if you're comfortable or not. You shouldn't have caused a scene in the first place.
Did you hear what he just said? I don't think you understand what assaulting means.
No. Well, he's right.
You're literally assaulting.
Let go of the property of safe.
Let go of me.
Let go of the property of safe.
Oh my God! I forgot about this one.
I wanted to see the conclusion of that. I was hoping that there was going to be a
I looked
teasing.
on ahead, and it was just the Karens in the Wild T-shirt thing at the end of it. Like it was.
Why do they always cut the video off at the best part?
Right.
Like, I want to see it at the climax of
conflict. Call the police.
Come on.
called.
There, see. I wanted to see some sort of like ending as well, but I'm starting to pick up the tone on a lot of these. Not every one of them has like a very.
You don't always get your happy ending. Sometimes they're just teasing you.
Oh. All right. Give me another couple seconds.
Damn nature, you scary.
Yes. Oh God, yes. All right, we're done.
Damn nature, Jesus Christ.
That rabbit fails at just everything.
Another case of rabbits failing.
Did that bird just eat that rabbit?
Whole.
Yep. I'm impressed that it fit.
Case in point, birds are in fact reptiles.
Yeah. Fucking lizard brain, but with feathers. And the
difference between feathers and scales is like it's like one little tweak in the DNA apart.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm amazed it's not putting up more of a fight.
The rabbit
at this point, obviously, earlier, like it wasn't even kicking. Like, did he kill it with his beak or something?
Probably
maybe
pecked it in the back so many times it bled out or something like that.
Yeah,
the bird just doubled its fucking body mass.
Yeah, I know. Look at the size of it now.
He doesn't have to eat again for a week.
Can it even fly at this point?
No, he's going to have to waddle around for a few hours to let that digest.
Hours? Days?
Maybe. At that point, if anything wanted to eat him, it'd be perfect. It'd be a turducken right now.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
It's a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why
they made the one where they had the octopus in it as well.
Oh, yeah.
The Trisquidin, or I don't know.
This is the evilest thing I've ever seen in my life. I love it.
You know the size of them they're going to have to be? They're going to have to be fucking massive for people to be able to see them. Like
live stream ads from space.
How
big is the monitor on this thing going to be?
How
big is the monitor on this thing going to be that we're going to be able to see the ad?
Exactly. Also, every time, are they going to like Wi-Fi it up there?
I didn't get the impression that there was going to be a monitor on this satellite.
How else would it work?
It was going to be like a network thing that just was used exclusively for transmitting ad data.
Maybe.
I thought it really
my version's funnier though.
I thought it was CubeSat was separate from the rocket before it goes to the moon, allowing the satellite to stay on Earth orbit.
Oh fuck no, I'm wrong. They're deploying a display screen.
A selfie stick will deploy from the CubeSat to film a display screen. Footage will beam directly towards Twitch
okay,
or YouTube.
I'm wrong.
Oh no.
I'm taking the L on this one.
No. Actually, hold on. Jamar, you're actually got this the wrong way around. You're actually correct, Marcus.
No, but
they're beaming the footage to Twitch or YouTube.
Yes, there's going to be like a 24-hour live stream that's just like an ad in space floating around.
Why would anyone watch that?
Why is there a car floating up in space?
Because they needed some place to dump the dead hooker.
He's Elon Musk. He'd have turned her into
it's the perfect plan.
What do you mean? Why would anybody watch it? It's a selfie stick in space. A lot of people are going to want to watch that.
There's like streaming satellite footage and shit you can watch. I've done it. It's chill.
Also,
it's chill.
And here comes the headline: "Fucking nobody expected to see ever."
Is that a bit of actual good news?
I'm sorry. What now?
There we go. Jamie Spears agrees to step down from conservatorship. A little bit of justice.
After this entire fight, he's just like, yeah, okay, I give up.
I didn't know it was possible to grow a conscience.
I know.
He probably just
couldn't. I bet you didn't. I bet something happened behind the scenes where something happened behind the scenes to convince him to do it. Maybe he finally realized how much bad press he was getting over all this.
Saying he needs to wrap things up certain matters, to handle rain matters, one more paycheck probably. Will be in a position to step aside, but there's no urgent circumstances. Public battle with his daughter, reason stepping down, but there's no actual grounds for suspending or removing him, which is bullshit, as we all know. But it doesn't. We all thought it was over with like another case of the money talks, but no, he just was like, "Fuck it, okay, I'll leave." he is obviously the father. The father's court doc filed on Thursday states, even as Miss Spears is the unremitted target of unjustifiable tax, he does not believe his public battle with his daughter over his continued service as a conservator will be in the best interest. So yeah, he's basically just getting pissed off at people like sending him death threats.
Good. Well, you know what? If this is what it takes, then I guess I'm in favor of it.
Yeah, so it's a nice little bit of a change in terms of, well, a lot of shit news. Why is Shia LaBeouf there?
I definitely never expected to see that happen. Like, what the fuck?
Look,
I came out of left
field. We took like 5 steps back this week, but we got our 1 step forward.
There you go.
Here's a bear.
We reclaimed some ground.
Motherfucker bear. Bear in a California supermarket. Aww, he's scared.
Nah.
Hey, bye, bear.
Yeah, came in, sniffed around, and then just legged it out. And they're like, no, you keep away from the fish.
The instant he noticed somebody saw him, he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's the fuzz.
Damn it, they told me I'd be invisible. They fucking lied.
Right.
This natural camouflage is bullshit.
It works better in the forest for some reason.
This is something I'm would really love to do a live stream, like reaction to, but I hate the idea of taking away any views, no matter how small, from a charity event. So Sir Steve-O is, of course, going to be fighting a professional boxer, but they're both going to be in wheelchairs, and it's and it's going to be all going towards a proper like charity right there. And
that sounds amazing.
Yeah. Let's see if he's updated.
There's definitely some Friday the 13th news right here.
Don't tell the government nothing. 6 weeks to go. Biggest plan.
Quick, everyone. Fucking.
we gotta watch. Don't tell the government nothing.
Yeah, it's about the only.
Do spooky things to live. Quick,
like,
hurry.
Somebody was just like, "How can we take like celebrity boxing but make it more like Jackass?"
Yes.
I
support it.
Go to the pubs now that everything's open again.
I am on my hole. Do you know what they'll be wanting of you? The vaccine passport.
Sure.
I'm not giving no one no vaccine passport. Go out of that. I'm not giving my information to this. Sure, they'll be looking for the name of your second cat and your 5th class primary school teacher and a stool sample and a blood sample and urine and to know what's in your hard drive and things like that.
Hold on, Mike. What's in your hard drive?
Nothing. I won't be doing no vaccine passport, I tell you that much.
Okay, so I think you're not going into the pub. So.
No, I will not. I get a bottle of whiskey, a few
Lilo
tablets.
Dallas multipass. That's all you need.
And I'll sit out in the shed and I'll have fun with the dog. That's what I'll do.
You'll have fun with the dog with some pills and a bottle of whiskey. Head.
Oi.
I'm looking forward to getting to use this as an actual passport.
Oh.
You know what this reminds me of? Something very, very sad, but also probably kind of typical. You know that thing that Sargon started up, the Lotus Eaters thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been watching it, some of their stuff just to see what the fuck they're up to. And they put out a video recently where I was just like totally on the opposite side of what they were saying, which is happening more and more often lately, of course, as you'd expect. But they were yelling
twice,
at Schwarzenegger because he was trying to promote vaccination stuff. And he said, because you know how people are whining about how their freedoms are being taken away by this whole vaccination stuff? Like, I'm not allowed to do this without being vaccinated. My freedoms are being taken away. So he said, fuck your freedoms, get vaccinated and help people be healthy. And they're whining at him.
Of him on the debate, on the interview.
And they're whining at him. They're just sitting here whining about the fact that he said, fuck your freedoms, rather than listening to his message and being... I'm sitting here being like, I'm completely on Schwarzenegger's side on this. What the fuck?
Yeah, I definitely am.
What's wrong with you guys?
I don't know what it is, but like it just feels like Sargon lost the plot like at some point within the past couple of years.
Oh, absolutely. And while technically Sargon himself wasn't in that particular video, he still set up this organization and picked these people. And it's the kind of shit he would say if he was there.
I can say he was
screw your freedoms. Here we go.
I spent one afternoon.
Far right. He's turning into like a weird far right American.
There was one time I got to spend an afternoon drinking with him, and it was actually kind of fun. But like, I don't even like watch his stuff anymore because it just seems like it's fucking ridiculous. So,
I love this shit that Schwarzenegger said here. It's glorious.
You
have the freedom to wear no mask, but you know something? You're a schmuck for not wearing a mask because you're not supposed to protect your fellow members around you.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking lies detected.
Hey, Arnold's got a YouTube channel. Maybe he'll be a guest on one day.
Invite him on.
Go fucking ask.
There is a virus here. It kills people. And the only way we prevent it is to get vaccinated, to wear masks, to do social distancing, washing your hands all the time, and not just to think about, well, my freedom is being kind of disturbed here. No, screw your freedom. Because with freedom comes...
I can't believe he said that.
Hold
obligations and responsibilities. It's like no different than a traffic light. We put a traffic light at an intersection so someone doesn't kill someone else by accident.
Yeah, he's saying like with freedoms comes responsibility. Like the traffic light is so that you don't kill somebody with your freedom to just drive through whenever you want.
Yeah,
exactly. I read a story earlier today about like a literal cave hermit that came out to get vaccinated because, in his own words, like the virus doesn't care. It will come and find me in my cave, so I may as well get vaccinated.
Yeah, seriously. Imagine actually if you could turn a cave into like an actual house with utilities and stuff, but still based on a cave.
A guy who literally lives under a rock managed to fucking like get vaccinated. So what is everyone else's excuse?
He literally lives in a rock.
Whoa.
Fuck is this?
Whoa.
That looks like fun.
That does look like fun.
Look how well he does it as well, like the way he gets back up.
He's practiced.
Yep. I think it's like street art or something.
That
looks like a lot of fun. What the fuck?
I want one of these now. I would totally do this. This seems great. Is he like moonwalking down the fucking side of the thing?
Yeah.
Kind of. Kinda.
The way he's moving, it kind of reminds me of a drunk.
Yeah. Well, imagine putting a drunk person on one of these.
Oh, they'd break their necks so quickly.
Has no one... Okay. All right. Hang on.
There we go.
What's our price? 15?
Huh? Oh, for the donos?
Yeah, we got a small dono, but not enough for a shot. One last time, guys, as we're wrapping up, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check the links down below. Don't forget to hit the bell. And seeing that we have our two drinking boys down there, anytime someone donates, I believe it's 7.
This guy is unfucking believable.
Suck my balls.
Suck my balls. Wow, Jesus Christ. 2 guns. You fucking legend. But $20.
Almost like he was asking what the number was for a reason.
God damn it.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah, thank you so much. Big help.
I will enjoy my $5.
Wait. Ready for the most satisfying sound you can hear?
No. Ooh.
Oh. Plunk. Oh, that's good sound.
Oh, I just peed a little.
I think that might be a different reason.
No, that's not how you pronounce pre.
We'll do it one more time. Ready?
Our team
Nice.
has been
also, yes, I saw this thing about Sky Oblivion.
Possible feat.
Yeah,
to remake the Elder
Scrolls. There's also Sky Wind as well.
Both of which look brilliant, but I think Sky Oblivion is coming along longer than Sky.
I think.
Skywind.
Aren't they the same people or no?
I think the two overlap, and this is different from Beyond Skyrim. the people who made the Bruma mod and the boat out there in Dawnstar.
Engine.
We'll skip around because
it's a region that is nearing completion. These sunny shores have been completely redesigned.
I saw that one of these is adding like Assassin's Creed style parkour as well.
The region offers a pleasant environment with its clear blue skies.
I don't remember which one.
Trees, beautiful beaches, golden grasses, and gentle breeze.
Ooh, they've made
the region is attractive.
Look, there's Kvatch burning back
to
there.
Stay on the roads, as the local wildlife is not nearly as inviting.
This looks real good.
Goblins, mud crabs, and even the occasional bear have claimed territory and will fight to the death to defend it.
I like how they made the mud crab look more like the mud crabs from Oblivion, which would be a different species of mud crab from Skyrim.
You may have also heard reports of bandits and necromancers in the area. Rest assured that this is nothing more than rumor.
Skeletons.
Elsewhere,
I think I remember that boat.
A decent night's sleep. There are a number of quality inns ready to tend to your
There should be kitty cat people and
the
lizard
lower
people
class
everywhere.
district of Leowind can be found on the opposite side of town. While it may be a start,
skooma! There's going to be skooma cats everywhere.
Even depressing contrast for first-time visitors.
Khajiit is innocent of this crime.
Of the ordinary for those who grew up in the parts. Fallen into decay.
Oh, the old forts. Look how they're done with the old forts.
Our landscaping department has focused on recreating these forts using our brand new fort kit. The kit allows us to create more unique locations, meaning more varied and interesting forts for players to explore.
Oh, dude.
To give you an idea of how significant the reworks are, we would like to present some of our new designs and tell you a little more about their origin and lore.
Of course, I haven't played vanilla Skyrim in fucking years.
The ruins of which can be found.
I will totally quit doing that thing I don't do anyway.
Any invading forces approaching from Argonia.
More mods.
To suit them.
Reminds me of all the people who like boycott products that they didn't use in the first place.
Bespoke experience.
Yeah.
That we hope the
actually, no. My favorite is the anti-maskers who aren't allowed into certain businesses, and then they're like, "I'm gonna boycott your business." Bitch, it's not boycotting if we're not letting you in.
Are being prioritized
That's
to
the
allow our
assets
level.
and the conclusions.
We hope this video has given you a better insight into the project, and perhaps has shown how some of you might be able to contribute yourselves.
I'm contributing right now. If you know any modders who aren't Vorn Helton, then send them this way.
So maybe they need somebody who specializes in horse dicks or horse vaginas. Yeah.
For our next dev diary,
look, the immersion matters, people.
Dive into some much requested subjects, such as quests, mechanics, and much more. So stay tuned. We hope you continue to support us as you have for years, and we are excited to share much more.
As much as I'm happy for this, when the fuck are we going to get the next Elder Scrolls game? ESO does not count.
Never. The ESO stops making a profit, that's when.
Barely makes a profit right now. I don't care how hardcore the core of the fans are. They still aren't that nearly as much as they were hoping. And you know why? Because the game wasn't all that great. Come at me.
True.
It peaked at
Skyrim. I love it, but you're right. I love it, but you're right.
I thought it peaked at Oblivion.
Well, actually, all right. I'm going to be honest with you. It probably peaked story-wise in Morrowind. And gameplay-wise, it depends on your mood.
That seems like the prevailing opinion among people I know, is that Morrowind was the best story, Skyrim was the weakest story, but the best in a couple other ways, and Oblivion was kind of the bridge.
One thing I will say that Skyrim was best at, the only thing, is that it's the only Elder Scrolls game where you can shout people off cliffs.
Yes. At least until someone mods it into like fucking Daggerfall or something like that. Really bad sprite of like a shout coming out. So Buff Corel comes around, which means that we have indeed been at this for over 2 hours, which means it's time
almost
for us to.
Wait, it's been like 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah, I've actually got live up here. Oh, of course, yeah, the 10-minute countdown as well. So we'll actually use this productively. Krendar, what are you going to be doing after this?
What I'm going to be doing after this is doing a playthrough of one of my favorite games that's ever been made, in excited anticipation of its upcoming sequel, Psychonauts.
Okay.
Sexy.
Fucking love that game. The sequel's coming out in just under 2 weeks, and I'm so excited.
I don't blame you. The internet's going to be full of that for like 2 or 3 weeks, except for maybe the younger channels who are like, "Hey guys, like, share, and subscribe. What's this old game from like my dad's time? Weird, huh?"
I mean, Psychonauts 1 is fucking old right now. It is a long-awaited sequel.
Don't make me feel old. I don't like old.
But I'm gonna play the shit out of that game the first day it's out.
I'm fucking right. I'm probably gonna watch tons of playthroughs of it. Two Guns. What is going on in your neck of the gunwood?
Oh, praying for death, the usual. No,
there is no God, so you must live another day.
Kill me. No. Not a whole lot. I'm working on some music stuff slowly, as I usually do, but there are some epic things on the way. One of my, I want to tell you about one of them. When I went to school for music composition. Okay, I'm technically a composer, and even though I don't, but one of the things I did was it was a piano trio, piano, cello, violin. And it was a 3-movement, 20-minute piece based on the sirens from the Odyssey, who, lure sailors in and presumably kill them. From the perspective of a sailor who doesn't escape and dies or is enslaved or whatever. And it's really dark and cool and basically metal without any of the metal like instrumentation. And then later on, I wrote lyrics and added a choir part. It did get performed at my previous community college. However, I'm a fuck up and didn't get a recording of it. And in thinking about that music, I went back and found the old files, bounced them out to MIDI, dropped them into my current audio programs, and I'm in the process of converting it into a prog metal EP with all the top quality MIDI samples of a full orchestra that I happen to have in my pocket. And it's very far from done, but the parts that are close are fucking sweet, and I'm looking forward to it.
Where can we get a pocket orchestra?
Yeah.
Pick an audio program and then be willing to buy some plugins for it. I spent like I got this one thing. What the fuck's it called? It has like a Russian sounding name, but it's a full orchestration pack. I think it's just like a slightly older version, and a new one was coming out. So the old one went on sale for like 80% off. It's like a $500 suite of MIDI samples that I paid $100 for. Yes, sir. And then I also have a sample pack of a 63 voice choir in like a very good sound booth, like men and women. So I have, it's all just vowels. They don't say words, but with some, I've been practicing with tricks of using vocoders to and selecting, automating the vowel selection in the different like choir tracks to make it sound like they're singing the words, backing up me and my robot voices to some pretty fun effect. I'm still getting good at it, but it's exciting.
I want to hear this when it's ready.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That sounds cool.
I'm interested.
Magicus, before we get to you, someone mentioned something in the chat, and I've realized that I didn't add to it. Idris Elba is going to be Knuckles, and the memes are born.
I can't believe he's debasing himself this way. Also, Bill Portley has an excellent question. Why was it not Terry Crews?
That is 100% true. Maybe because Terry Crews would be the obvious choice, but I think they're going for the more sexy angle. But here's the thing: it's Knuckles. The only people who find Knuckles sexy, they are people. There are lots of them.
I can't believe Idris Elba actually agreed to do this.
Money.
John Morgan points out astutely that there is, in fact, a podcast I often join, the Pedantic Pedestrians podcast, which I graciously accept credit for the name. You're welcome, John. I'm sure my check is in the mail by now. And yeah, so I don't know. That's usually on Sunday nights. I may or may not be.
That's why it hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah.
I was gonna look at the memes, but then I'm like, wait, no, I can't show some of those fucking memes on YouTube.
No.
I'm like, whoa, we got very close for us being like, maybe they'll let me edit that scene out.
There's no safe search safe enough.
No, they'll find ways around it. Now, I do apologize, dear Magicus. Please, why don't you tell us what you're up to?
I am a Magic the Gathering player. I have a channel. It's Lord Majicus on YouTube, where I do mostly Merfolk content. I've been doing a little bit of spirits lately. I've been testing that. So this
when
week,
you open up a seafood restaurant?
No, fish are friends, not food. I should be doing another League of the Modern Merfolk this week, and then as soon as Jumpstart Historic Horizons comes out, I will be doing some content with Merfolk and Historic, since we're getting some new goodies for that. And also probably next week, I'm thinking I might start Pokemon Silver on my Twitch channel. So we'll do Merfolk and Pokemon. Why not? That sounds fun.
Poke all of the Mons.
We'll play like with mostly water types.
Someone's in a.
I'm noticing a theme in your obsessions here.
Yeah.
Really? I hadn't.
And that's aquaphile thing going on there. But as for
obviously, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, as for me, you're actually going to get another stream from me tonight. I'm not going to be on anyone else's podcast unless I fucking raid someone and like, what's up, everyone? Low energy in the house. I was like, get the fuck away from me, loser. And I'm like, low energy saying out. And then I do my best to try to leave the room, and I make a complete ass of myself. It would be a very on-brand thing, but no. I am going to be doing a live stream of Death Stranding in an hour or two once the game's finished downloading, and then on Sunday I'm giving you motherfuckers more Cyberpunk, and we're back to doing a stream a day. So you're going to be seeing this a whole lot more for the next while.
La la.
Yay.
All right. So with that said,
so obviously we're doing the James Brown one, right?
Obviously, we're doing the James Brown. I mean, don't get me.
There's no option here.
Don't get me wrong. There's some good stuff here, but that could happen elsewhere at another time. Although saying "man crushed by a mullet," I've never heard of that before, and I am very curious.
Neither. And
I would be really interested to hear Video Killed the Radio Star, but yeah, I think we have to do James Brown.
We could do that one next week, maybe.
Yeah.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Buff Crumb. Baby back up we back in your time. It's your boy Buff Crumb on TV. Today we're gonna do Papa's Got a Brand New Bad by James Brown's on the ones and twos. James Brown on the ones and twos. Your boy Buff Ruiz got further do.
What does on the ones and twos mean?
1, 2, double.
That's great. He said,
already got to give him a like for being both.
Yeah, obviously.
Get ready for the fire.
He's ready.
Papa's in the swing. Ain't too hip about that brave man thing. Ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new bag.
Sharp on his response today.
And did the crazy scene.
This is like the least bad one I've heard.
I have to admit, yeah.
Mine is pretty clean. And no drag. Papa's got a brand new bag. Listen, jerk. You're doing a fly. Don't play him cheap. Cause you know you ain't shy.
I think it's because his style is close to the style of the song.
That's true. Screaming.
Yeah.
Like his ragdoll
Ain't
kickstep.
too hip, but I can dig this breed thing. Ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new bag. Papa is doing the jerk. Papa is doing the jerk. He's doing the twist, just like this. He's doing the flat every day and every night. The thing, like the boomerang. Come on, hey hey, come on, hey hey.
I think he's found his niche.
Yeah.
Is this not like the best of him I've ever seen?
That's like his feet are like he's gliding back and forth on the floor. He's
He
doing a
is
great job.
on point today.
Bro, I want to fuck him. What the fuck?
This is like
I will
borderline
say-
good.
I'd say
There's
it's competent.
one point. I have one small bit of disappointment though, is that he didn't do the hey parts.
Fair.
That's 100% true.
I mean, were we not all just sitting here watching in astonishment for several minutes straight? Like
That is exactly what happened.
This is good. This is pretty good.
Everything he did do, he did very well.
All right. 5 steps backwards, 2 steps forward this week.
Hey, there it is. There it is.
Or in his case, a moon step. But next week,
Possibly an electric slide.
ooh, definitely. I think we definitely saw electric slides there. Next week we are going to be joined by, I believe, it is Fit and Curvy and Missy Ann. So, yeah,
So it'll be a very curvy episode then.
very curvy. And
So many
fit
curves.
too. Fits and curves.
I'm gonna be all kinds of turned around.
That's right.
Yeah.
You'll forget about Buff Corral just like that, at least till the end of the episode. Then he'll come back into your heart and your loins, but repeatedly, depending on how much he likes you. So.